Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Respectfully for all those thoughts you had but didn't say. Hopefully, I can have some thoughts that I didn't say, but I feel like this pod probably won't have that this time. Um, so, I'm your host, Frankie. As you can tell, Paulina is not here today because there wasn't going to be a pod today because I'm currently filming it as I'm gonna upload it today, too. Paulina was out sick, so we didn't film for this week. But I said, how can we not upload a video or film a video for August, like the first week of August? It's like one of the most important months of the year. It's like it's Leo season. It's my birthday, it's Paulina's birthday, and it's like four other of my friends' birthdays. Like literally the most important month of the year. Um, so with that being said, it's just gonna be me and you today. And I felt what a better day to get to know me than today. I don't have any questions from you guys, so I'm just gonna wing it and we'll see where it goes. But for this podcast, I wanted to share a little bit about myself, but also talk about my birthday traditions, or even like my favorite memories. Favorite memories of my birthdays growing up. And I mean, there's been a few, but I would say we'll just see where it takes us. Let's get into it. So, um, I think I left you guys off on a little bit of a cliffhanger last time because I wasn't planning my birthday, and Paulina kept asking me like, what are you doing for your birthday?" And honestly, I did not know what I wanted to do for my birthday. Fortunately, I did have one of my friends help me decide because she told me, "How can you not do something on your birthday? You always do something on your birthday." And even like my mom and my sister, they were just like, "That is so not like you." Because I literally said, "It's fine. We won't do anything. We can just go to dinner and like call it a night." But also, I did want to go out, but like with the current situation that had just happened a few weeks ago, a lot of my friends don't really feel comfortable going out, which I get it. We don't need to go shake booty ass um, right now, but we found a loophole. So, Adi and I were doing research, and on my birthday, La Rosa is throwing a party for me. So, we decided we have to go. And if a lot of you haven't been to La Rosa before, it's old church on Country Club and Broadway, I want to say. It's kind of like in the Sam Hughes district right there. It's a really cool venue. They transformed it into a venue. It used to be an old church, and it's not even an old church. It's just, it used to be a church, and they transformed it into a venue. So they kind of just took out all the pews, like anything like that has to do with the church. So it's pretty much just the shell of a church, which is really pretty because I mean it still kind of has most of like the mosaics and all the stuff around the the building. And I mean if you look closely, some parts, most parts, you can tell it's a church, especially like the dome. And the dome is like really pretty at the obviously where the altar would be. And you can actually rent it out for events. So I'm sure people get married there. And they also do other events, like I think they do some kind of sales every week, where they have like local vendors come and set up in there, which is really cool because it's freaking hot in Arizona, especially right now. I mean, today was like 115 degrees, which is insane. Um, but I'm super excited because it's gonna be puro reggaeton night. And we were between two different ones. We were either gonna do puro reggaeton or Y2K at Rialto. And I left it to Adi. I was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't really feel like doing anything. And she's all, let's do puro reggaeton. She's like, we always have a good time with Latin music. Everyone knows how much I love Latin music, even though I even threw out "Let's Go to Whiskey Roads" because I love country music and I can get dressed in my cowboy boots, my cowboy hat. But we chose puro reggaeton night, so I'm super excited for that. So we can still all shake some ass. And I think I only told a few of my friends. Adi had invited most of them, but we'll clip that. I didn't really invite anyone this year. It was just more up to whoever goes goes. I'm not planning anything. Like I really don't care to do anything. So I left it to that and I invited Adi and Paulina and then we're gonna go and have a good time. Oh, and they do serve alcohol. They have like little bars. Obviously, it's my birthday. I have to drink. Well, I don't have to, but they do have bars and they make really good drinks. They have like specialty drinks there. But I'm super excited. So that's what I'm doing. Now you know. So if you see this and you go to Puro Reggaeton night and I don't know you, say hi. I'll say hi back. I'm like, introduce yourself. Tell us how you found the podcast because I'm sure Paulina will be there. But she's also making my birthday cake, which I'm really excited for because I gave her like an idea and I said, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I want for my cake, but just do something and it can just be in these colors and you just do your thing. If you don't know Paulina, if you haven't watched before, Paulina makes every single one of my cakes and she makes cakes for my family. I always order from her. So good. Cakes are so good. I love me a Boston cream filled donut. So she's making my cake like I'm on my mouth's watering. The vanilla cake and then it's like the Boston cream filling and she makes this all from scratch. So I mean, homemade, delicious. It kind of reminds me of cakes made from Mexico. I'm sure she probably has very similar recipes, but go check her out. Paos Pan Dulces. So again, you're welcome, Paulina. Another free advertisement. Uh, but yeah, super excited to see the cakes. Super excited for puro reggaeton night. So there's gonna be Bad Bunny. Like, let's see. I don't know. Uh, what else can I tell you? So I guess you could say a lot of my passions for, not passions, but like my love for creating events and just creating experiences and also my excitement behind my birthday. And it isn't because of like gifts or anything, because I could give two shits about a gift. I mean, thank you so much if you buy me a gift, but like for me, it's more like when people show up and we just have a great time. That's what's, it's corny, but it's like that's what's more gift to me than it is like a physical gift. Um, but where my excitement comes from, I feel like it comes from when I was little. My mom used to always, well, and she still does, but more when I was little because now I took over it. But when I was little, my mom would throw me these birthday parties, and I don't remember all of them. I vaguely remember some of them, but it was a lot of actually even in high school, which that'll be another story right now. But the one I do remember, and I asked my mom a few years ago to recreate it, was I loved Scooby Doo when I was little. I loved Scooby Doo, and she made me like my mom, let me just say my mom when she threw these birthday parties, she would go all out. Like she would like get the cake that matched, get the little goodie bags with all the little candies, the Mexican candies, the whatever chocolates, whatever it could be. The piñatas, like oh my gosh, I miss hitting piñatas. I love watching kids hit them when I go to the little kids' parties. Um, I always try to buy, if I'm the if I'm an uncle or if I'm attending a birthday party, I offer to buy a piñata because I'm like, it's so fun. Like, I love seeing kids do that. But my mom would go all out. That year, my mom made me, and I don't even remember what birthday that was. My mom made me a Scooby-Doo cake. And it was not just a Scooby-Doo cake, like just with Scooby-Doo's face on it or like the Mystery Gang's face on it. No, this cake was it was shaped like Scooby-Doo, and like my mom did it all. But my mom made me a Scooby-Doo cake, and it was so cool. Like it even had like the little hard candy on it, like with this SD triangle on it. And I remember asking my mom like a few years ago, I was like, "Can you make me that cake again?" Because I mean, how cool is that? Like your mom made you that? But she said no. She said, "Do you know how hard that cake was to make?" She's like, "Oh, maybe Paulina can make it for you." But then I ended up obviously ordering a different cake because I was like, eh. I'm like, that defeats the purpose. Um, but I would say most recently, well, not most recently, the next party that was kind of memorable slash not really. My mom, I think this was the last party my mom ever threw for me, but I don't remember how old I was, but I do remember I was in high school. And oh, I used to hate that. So when I was little, like elementary school, school always started after my birthday. So I didn't have to go to school on my birthday. So as I got older into middle school and high school, school always started the week of my birthday. Like I was like, what the like I have to go to school on my birthday? That's stupid. Like even as an adult now, I take my birthday off. I take my birthday off, I take the day after. Like no. Or I take that weekend off too. But I remember I'm 95% sure I got home, like I walked home, I think, from the bus stop, or I drove home. I can't remember what year it was. But I got home and my mom threw me a surprise birthday party because I told her I didn't want to do anything. And I was an ungrateful high school kid, I guess you could say. Teenager, an ungrateful teenager. And I got home and my mom had the house decorated and a few of my friends were there, and like I tried to like hide it so bad that I was like annoyed. But like you can I say everything with my face and it's hard to hide it. But like my friends could tell how irritated I was that she threw this party, and it was a Batman themed party and it was so cool. Like but also, as you can already probably tell, I am a Marvel person. I'm not a DC guy. So, yeah, I think Batman is cool and all, but like, I don't like Batman like that. But, like I said, ungrateful teenager. And instead of saying thank you, like, you could tell I was upset, and even my friend was like, your mom threw you this party, that's so cool, and like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, no, like, I didn't want this. And I was like, but I'm not upset. And they're like, yeah, you are. We can tell you're upset. And I'm like, shit. But also, speaking of Marvel and DC, I, so something I started doing this year was kind of trying to do things alone. And I finally did something that I would have never done because it honestly used to scare me, like the thought of it, to do it. I took myself to a movie by myself with no one. I didn't tell, I mean, I told people I was going, but like, I wasn't like expecting them to say, oh, I can go with you or anything like that. But I went to go see Spider-Man. And it was such a good movie. It is such a good movie. And if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's such a good movie. I 100 out of 10 recommend that movie. I feel like it's one of the best Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. Like it's pretty up there. And I mean from what I've seen it's also like the most um it's the most what's it called? Gross, like bringing in the most money out of all the Marvel movies, which is kind of insane. But it's also, I saw the movie that has brought in the most people to theaters. Like, I'm not kidding you. This time when I went to the movie theater, I have not seen the movie theater parking lot packed. Like, packed. I went to AMC right here in, if you're from Tucson, on Ina. The parking lot was literally full from the theater to Whiskey Roads and from the theater to Walmart. I couldn't even find parking. I had to park all the way at Whiskey Roads. Almost went there instead of going to the movies, but I'm scared to go to the bars alone. But I finally conquered the fear of going to movies alone. And I guess a lot of the fears of doing things like that, they come from like thinking that people are gonna be like, oh, what is this guy doing? Like, he's here alone, like, how weird, and like all that stuff. Nobody cares. Literally, nobody cares. I feel like nobody looked at me, nobody said anything to me for sure, but it's like, who cares? I mean, it's just the movies. Like, people watch movies at home all the time, so, oops, sorry. Not trying to show you my shoulder. Um, but yeah, sorry, got off track. Spider-Man, amazing movie. Go watch it. I feel like I connected with that movie. Um, I feel like just more of the message of that movie was that you don't like people. You learn to place people differently, and you know how to. You can still love someone from afar, even though that person doesn't love you back. And I think that was a great message, especially to close out this year. It was a great message to sit with just because I've been working a lot on myself these past 2.5 years, especially more this past year. I've learned to set more boundaries. So I feel like after I turned 30, like it sounds kind of cliche, but like my mindset did really shift this year. I've really have started to pay attention to who comes around, who's more intentional, because I'm very much a person that pours a lot into people, and I always get my feelings hurt, and those people just don't give a shit. Like they just continue to do their thing while you continue to try to pour into them, and it's like it's sad and it kind of hurts, but I've learned this year just to pour into the people who pour into you because it doesn't leave you feeling empty. And I feel like that's just my biggest lesson this year is what I've learned, and what I've learned about myself is that I don't I feel like it's more of what I've learned towards the end of this year is just I've learned that I don't need to wait around for people to do things and make things happen. I can make it happen for myself. And all these self-work things that I've been doing, like journaling, reading books, and taking a step back from social media, doing this podcast. This podcast has like been the biggest thing. I know we're only on episode like what, 7, but it's like I've been able to more articulate myself and just really think before I speak because I'm like I need to make sure this thought is gonna come across correctly. And it's not like I'm trying to be calculated in what I say or anything like that. It's more of just being intentful with what I say. And I feel like I learned that while reading the book, The Four Agreements, which Paulina and Tyler gifted me. Just being more intentful with your word because words really do have a huge effect on people, and what you say can really just stick with people. And I've learned to not take every word that people say to me so personally and just let it, like, if it's something hurtful and it's not true and I know it's not true, I just let it go. But I feel like those are little things that I've worked on this year, and it's just mindset shifting. So I really want to take that into 31. My knees hurt. My knees and my back. Don't get old. But yeah, I feel like those are my favorite memories from when I was little of my birthday. I feel like my mom's always taken the time to make me feel special on my birthday, which is a huge thank you to her. And I mean, she's taught me that and taught me that to give it to other people. Like I even for my sister, I always try to make her feel special. But even other people, like I'm like, oh, like I want to make sure these people have cakes. Like even if it's my associate or like cake, balloons, like a card, whatever it may be. And I'm not a huge card person, but like if I know I'm going somewhere like for my associates or something, I want to make sure that they at least have a card if I'm not going to buy them a gift. Um, and birthdays for me, like I said, it's not about gifts. It's like being present, being there, and enjoying the person's company. But it's really my mom has brought that passion. Sorry, this keeps hitting me. That passion for birthdays and like planning events. I love to plan events and experiences for my friends. So when I have them over, it's always like something. And I mean, this room, like I decorated it, I did it all. Like it was a lot of work. Maybe we'll do like a little tour one day um, on Instagram. But shout out to my mom for that. And what else? Told you guys my birthday plans, my favorite memories. I would say, let's see, for my 31st year, I think I want to focus on continuing to grow as a person, whether it's like maybe spiritually, praying more, going to church, finding a church, whatever it may be, journaling more, I mean, reading more, whatever, praying, I don't know. But besides that, I do want to spend more time with myself, but not by myself. Like, I want to go do things. I want to go take myself on a trip and not have to wait for people. Um, I just really want to go explore. This year, I want to travel and explore, whether it's with someone or with no one. I want to at least go to one place. I think my personal goal is to go one place traveling, not to Phoenix, outside of Arizona. Travel to one place by myself. I think, and maybe go to a few more concerts and raves. But I can say I'm kicking it off by going to Carol G. I'm so excited for that. I need to find an outfit, so if anyone wants to help me find an outfit, uh, oh my gosh, it was just my best friend Iona's birthday. See, another Leo. But yes, travel, do things by myself, and push myself a little harder, especially professionally. Put myself in places and situations where I can meet people professionally and grow and learn and be able to grow my network to maybe get further in my career. I mean, hopefully my family, well, and some of my friends, because I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit of a surprise, doesn't watch this by then. But I mean, I've already taken the next step, and I mean, I've gotten another promotion, which I'm so excited for. And today was my first day, half day there, and it felt so good to be back there. But also, I'm excited where this new chapter will take me. I don't know how long I'll be there, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, those are the little things. I want to go to more concerts, raves for sure. EDC was such a blast. Like, I feel like I learned a lot about myself there. I was able to just be myself, um, and really feel things, feel emotions, and be myself, free, because nobody's judging you there, and it kind of gives you like that perspective change of like, who cares what other people think, especially outside of here? Like, be you. So, I mean, trying to be a little bit more comfortable with myself, and I feel like definitely this pod has helped with that. Sorry, I'm sliding down. This pod has definitely helped with that, is just being able to express myself, and I feel like I've said and I've come out more to more people who ever watch this, so now you know. Because I've always kept that very private. But those are the things that I kind of want out of this year. I do want to see more of my friends, especially that live out of state. So, I mean, that could be a trip by myself, but I don't know if that counts as a trip by myself. Visiting my friend Patrona in California, going to visit my friend in DC events. But yeah, just putting myself out there. I would say, I don't know if I've talked about it on the pod, but I feel like I just turned 30. I'm like, there's no way this year has already flown by, but also it's like 4 months till Christmas. Like that's insane. That is insane. Like I gotta start saving more. Um, but I feel like just the other day was my birthday. Like I just turned 30 and had just thrown that treintañera. Like that treintañera was so fun. Like I texted my friend Mark and I was like, "Hey, are you gonna be in town? Because I kind of want to like hang out for my birthday." And he's like, "Dude, you just turned 30, didn't you? It feels like we were just at your party." But it was just a great time. Definitely can't top that party. Don't want to top that party. I couldn't ever top the Bad Bunny party. I for sure am not gonna top my 30th. Um, it was just good to be surrounded by a lot of people, but I just feel like going into these next few years, I just want it to be small, intimate, and just people that are super, super close to me and have meant a lot to me, especially this past year. Um, but yeah, I would say this year I had, I want to do my rose and my thorn, and I feel like there's been a lot of roses, but one thing that really did stick out to me this year was, and it's gonna sound kind of dumb, but like EDC. EDC for sure is my rose, and I just learned a lot about myself there. I was with some of my really good friends, my best friends, and it was just nice to share those feelings, emotions, and just be there with them. Take that trip. I would say my thorn would have to be getting distant or losing some people along the way. I would say that would be my thorn. And then also not really putting myself out there relationship wise fully. Um, that would be a thorn because that was definitely on my list. But I mean, I still have, that was on my list for 2026. We'll see what the final months have left. Um, but yeah, I'm ready to see what 31 has, and I'm ready to see what puro reggaeton has. Um, there's just a whole year, a whole nother year. Um, but I would say that's about it. I don't know what else to share with you guys. I mean, I know this is going to be a very short podcast. This is just more about me, celebrating me, my birthday, and I mean, you got to know some about me, a lot about me. Um, some of you have known me since high school, some of you barely met me, but I'm just excited to see where this year goes with you guys as viewers too. Maybe we'll take you guys along. I have told Paulina maybe like when we take trips or when like puro reggaeton night happens, like maybe we do like little bits and like we'll take little videos, little bits, upload them maybe to Instagram. Maybe it won't be like a full video here on it on YouTube, but not too much vlog style because I don't know if I want to get into vlogs trying to do more of a podcast, but I don't know if this is going to be a podcast one. But I want to have more fun with this. I want to see where it goes, where it takes me. It might not take me anywhere, but who knows? I like this, and this podcast kind of definitely felt a little fun, and I felt a little more comfortable towards the middle. But I had a lot of fun sharing with you guys. Um, yeah, so I guess I'll wrap it up. And I mean, if you guys have any thoughts, any questions, please, please, please interact. And I don't beg, so that's me begging. So I know I've had a few of you tell me like if there was more people that commented or chatted in the chat, chat in the Instagram chats if you don't want to chat on YouTube, like chat in the comments. Like people want to talk back and forth or um, meet people. I mean, I don't know. I know I don't have too many followers, but comment back so we can interact with you guys. Like I want to get this going. Like let's see where it goes. Like let's start some traction here. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. To Leo season. Cheers. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for staying watching if you guys are made it to the end. But to 31. Thank you guys.